Hey, finally back with another episode. So, as you last saw, I got to do a mini game, but I failed pretty horribly, to be honest. And the spirit basically tried to. Well, she didn't try to do anything, she wasn't eating actually. And she mentioned that basically her reasoning is that she doesn't really need to eat, and that she doesn't have to think about what would normally come after eating. So, yeah, for a small recap, that is all that happened. Anyways, you might have noticed, but I'm mostly just a bunch of dismembered body parts floating in a spectral form. Do you see how deep this cut on my abdomen is? I don't think my digestive tract connects anymore. Oh god. Between the food and the behavior of the group, this might be the worst meal in history. I can understand. But even worse is they're staring at you. You're not eating. They don't like that. I think they want an explanation why. What do you want to tell them? uh, Look at the seagull. Have you ever seen a seagull that big? I haven't. That's incredible. Anyways, what were we talking about? Mr. I thought the Huntress would find that interesting. Yes, she's right by her. Pretty lame. Who are you? Own who you are. I can't speak right now. Never compromise. Didn't you wash up on this island with no memory of who you are and how you got here? Yes, you did, poor thing. You have no idea the last time you ate a real meal. You've been standing in the sun. But the sequel. Oh, you just made a lot of good points. No backtracking on that one. I swear, you're beginning to feel lightheaded. It waved at me. Maybe you need to eat to survive here. Either that or someone poisoned you. No, wait, you haven't eaten, so you can't be poisoned. But wait, didn't we eat on the ship? Maybe I'm overthinking things. Whatever the answer, you're clearly about to pass out. Oh, hey again. It's me. Your friend, mentor, and guide. Narrator to the narrator. The ocean. Not sure how I feel about the characterization, but I'll allow it. It's weird that the ocean is characterizing anyone to begin with. I brought you here, and I might be the only one who can help you now. There's only one thing you must do to survive. You have to figure out why you're really here. No one can tell you, not unless you follow the right path. Or at least, a right path. Not too many of those to count. Hopefully you pick at least one of them. Because there are even more wrong paths. Many of them lead to your demise. Others lead to something even worse. Starting scene's over and having to fast forward back to where you were. Am I right? For this place holds many secrets, even from itself. But the one that truly matters can only be learned if you answer the most important question. Why are you here? answer that and you'll learn the truth. The ultimate truth. Vague, mysterious. I gotta give it up to this ocean character. That's some quality early game storytelling. I mean, I guess. You wake up to find the trapper holding your limp body, gingerly pouring cool water into your mouth. Don't tell me it's salt water. You had me worried there, passing out like that. I thought maybe you died. That would have been terrible. Nobody dies on this island without me killing them. You hear that? Nobody. I just turned what was supposed to be, I guess, a sweet romantic moment into something incredibly dark. Thanks, I guess? Don't mention it. I mean that. Don't mention it. Someone might think I care for you. That can't happen. I've got a reputation to uphold. I'm starting to understand, I think. When you went down, it looked like you hit your head on the edge of the table. If it were if it were me, the table would have been the one to crack open. I'm sure it really hurt you though. Like my mind is just making me paint over that scene of him just like slamming his head into the table and making like a really weird noise. You just hear like a loud thwack, and then you hear or something. So I figured a little ocean air might help you wake up. And I brought you down by the water. That's really thoughtful of you. What? A magnificently muscular, wealthy, artistically gifted Adonis can't also be thoughtful? Don't answer, because it's obvious. Adonis was a I'm sorry, that caught me off guard. Every time I hear people say all this stuff about Adonis, I never once heard someone just randomly say he was a wuss or something along those lines. But fair enough. Killed by a boar. Get out of here with that garbage. I do find myself in an unusual position, though. And that has to be something. Despite the overwhelming probability that I'll eventually find myself standing over your lifeless corpse, I don't want you dead just yet. So I'm here to talk to you, like a regular human person. That almost makes it sound like you're something other than human. And right now I'm worried that I might be coming off a bit too forceful. I know my mere presence can be intimidating. I mean, I suppose a buff guy can be intimidating to a number of people, regardless of whether they're actually threatening or you're not. But I don't want you to get the wrong impression about me, or how I feel about you. So I'll just put it out there. I might possibly like you. I can't say that about everyone, or really anyone else on this island. There's something different about you. You aren't like the others. Henceforth, I think it's time I shared something with you that I haven't shared with anyone in a long time. It's a big part of who I am, and I think you're ready for it. Is it weird that I'm kind of worried where this is going? You watch as Trapper reaches into his singlet and pulls out some sort of rolled up scroll of paper. He grips it firmly in his hand. It's one of my sketches. I don't know if you know this, but I love to draw. The arts have always been a passion of mine. Would you like to see it? Well, the only way the scene's gonna be able to progress is if I say yes. Yes, I'd love to. So excited you're ready to share this with me. Trapper does not unroll the paper and show it to you. He simply stares at you and watches your smile soften and fade. The longer he stares at you, the closer he seems to get. What an interesting response. Thanks, I hope? Trapper looks at you, a piercing look, even through his mask. He smirks, but it's not clear why. Then he turns and leaves. Just as things are really heating up, you hear a flurry of footsteps behind you, and you quickly spin around, ready to fend off whatever new dangers popped up on this strange island. It's everyone else, isn't it? Oh. I thought it was going to be all the other killers. Only to find that it's Dwight and Claudette. Or Dwayne and Carla, as he once called them. Sprinting across the beach, clipboards in hand, which they're waving in the air above their heads. It's very important that we stick to the itinerary and attend each event as scheduled. Playing sick for cute flirt points was not a part of this evening's activities. Are you guys sure you wanna, speak like that when you were both acting terrified of them for even raising their voice a tiny bit? That's strictly slotted in for after campfire story time. At this rate, we'll be late. Okay, so you're not even fully rejecting it. Never mind then. Playing sick? No, I was... No time for excuses. Well, there is, but that's scheduled for after what comes after the flirting. There's a slotted time period for excuses? What is this place? Go, 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 go. I swear. Everyone's gathered at the fire pit. Dwight and Claudia quickly make an announcement. We're not going to blame anyone in particular, but someone, and we're not going to say who, so don't worry you, hasn't been sticking to the schedule. That means that we're behind on time for evening activities. And we'll only have time for one person to share their special spooky nighttime story. Just one story? But story time is my favorite activity. This is a narrative-heavy experience. I can't speak still. You're telling us that only one person gets to share? How will we decide who? Oh, great. We have to decide as a group. That never goes well. Whoever did this, step up now. I swear I won't be angry. I'll merely chop your head clean off. No fuss, no muss. But that'll be it for today. See you next time.